Now, if you're like me, you probably know the struggle of having foreign parents. And if you don't, well, sit back and I'll tell you all about it. Have you ever been sitting in the class next to that one foreign exchange student, primarily the African kid? And your white friend Timmy decides to say, "Oh, go back to Africa," or some joke like that. Or he says another joke such as, "That's why your mom beats you." Well, this is basically what this video is about. Now you must be saying, "Wow, Flash, foreign parents are the worst, man. They're too strict, man." Shit. But I will tell you, my Negroes and Negrolettes, foreign parents aren't exactly the worst. So yeah, I'm just gonna tell a quick story of like when I was younger. So basically, when your boy was a Niglet in like second grade, he was very sick and got sick very constantly. Like almost every single day at like the end of the school year, like I would always throw up for no reason. But that's really not the point, because the time that like my story sets in, it wasn't really like at the end of the school year, but yeah, okay, whatever. So basically, your boy was a clown. He used to make everybody laugh and stuff. Your boy used to be pretty funny. And, I think I still am. I don't really know. I hope I am. But yeah, your boy was funny, right? So one day when we were getting our report cards, that fateful day, little Niglet Flash got his report card. Now, if you live in New York City or you have any like grading policy in America, you probably know that the grading system is from 1 to 4. 4 being the best and 1 being the worst. So when I brought home my report card, well, I looked at it first, obviously, and I saw ones and twos. Now, you already know, I already started to cry on the inside because I knew my ass was getting whooped when I got home. Anyway, when I got home and I stepped through those doors with my mom, I told her I got my report card. She was hype because she thought I was getting those good grades. So we all sit down in the dining room, right? And I pull out my report card, and my dad just has this big smile on his face because he's all like, "Oh man, my little Niglet has good grades." But in actuality, I only had ones and twos. So basically, I put my report card on the table, and my dad opens it up. And when he looks at it, he says, "Wow, good job." Insert African voice, by the way. But I was confused because, like, it was ones and twos, and those weren't really good grades. But what I didn't know was that in Africa, the way they graded is that it's 1 is the highest because, like 1 is the best, 4 is the worst. I was confused. I was like, "Dad, are you retarded?" I obviously didn't say this to his face because, you know, I'd be put on a stretcher. But what I did do was give him this awkward look, and I could tell my mom was smiling. She didn't even look at the report card yet. But I was honest back then, but now, not so much. So I said to him, "Dad, are you reading it correctly? Because, I got ones and twos." So then he says to me, "But son, these are good grades." And I'm like, "No, Dad, ones and twos are the bottom. Like, they're not that good. Like, this is America." And his face went from happy to so angry in zero point 0.5 seconds. I already knew I was gonna get killed, so I was just preparing myself. I just I just stood up in shame and just looked down. I just put my arms up and I was like, "You know what? I'm ready. I'm ready." So he passes me and goes upstairs. My mom just sits there, shaking her head on some SMH type stuff. And he comes back down with this big leather belt with the spikes on it. Oh yes, I said it. The big leather belt with the spikes on it. And I was clenching my ass cheeks because I knew it was coming. But when I felt it crack on my ass cheek, I fell so hard to the ground. It sounded like Hiroshima. But yeah, that shit hurt. But yeah, that's the story. If you guys want more, leave a like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram at FlashBanditYT. I know this video was pretty short and probably wasn't that good, but I'm trying to work on newer and better content because like it's like my second video, technically my first because like my other one was my welcome video. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.